Lots going on in the city of Sikeston. As always, Jonathan Douglas, or JD as I call him, the city manager, is here to chat. Hi, JD.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Great. I'm not getting one of those genius awards from you, am I?
No, not today. And not unless you do something extremely funny between now and 8:25. You guys have had a little trouble with the weather this year, that's for sure.
It's been extraordinary. 2 tornadoes and multiple floods in the last year.
Yeah, and nobody ever wants that to happen. But we are always on the watch for bad weather in southeast Missouri. It's just par for the course.
Yeah, and we've seen in the news some really extraordinary bad weather in other parts of the country too. So I think it's really kind of some nationwide trends.
Yeah, and Cape hasn't escaped it either. We've been privy to the joy of the cleanup after a tornado as well. All along the interstate, the loss of life. It's been weird the way it's kind of following the same path as what the solar eclipse kind of went through. It seems like storm systems are following that this year. I know that's conspiracy theory, but you got to look at it when we get off the air, and you'll be amazed. All right, so are you guys doing okay though? Cleanup's going well?
Yeah, the big tornado was a year ago in May, and still those neighborhoods are definitely impacted. You drive through them, and you can still see the tree damage. You can still see some tarps on roofs and things. There's a few houses in town that the city is about to demolish. Some private homes that just the owners were never able to get them fixed, and they were just so bad that we gave time for the FEMA processes to go through and everything, but it's to a point where the city's just going to have to tear down a few.
Yeah, well, and some people were underinsured or just uninsured because, let's face it, sometimes times get tough and people all face a different situation than you and I face or someone else faces. Everybody's individual, so I just worry about where they're going to go, I feel bad for them.
Yeah, absolutely. I think some of the worst scenarios where somebody was uninsured or underinsured. You see it a lot of times. Somebody inherits a house or pays off a house, and they don't have to have homeowners insurance anymore, and then a disaster strikes, and there's really no way for them to get it fixed, unfortunately. Well,
and some people don't even realize it because it's wrapped into their escrow, and they don't, once they pay off their house, that goes away, and they're like, oh, I'm good to go now. No, you're not. You need to be insured.
Yeah, and some people don't realize also that when there's a dispute between neighbors, and one neighbor's property, a neighbor's tree falls on your house, that when you file a claim with your insurance, that your insurance company is going to represent you in fighting with the other insurance company, and if you don't have that, you're going to have to hire a lawyer yourself to fight against somebody else's insurance company, and that's a tough situation to be in.
It's ugly. All right. Good things happening, too, though. You have a lot of commerce and development going on in Sikeston.
Yeah, absolutely. We're seeing development on Main Street, things popping up and getting built and getting redeveloped. We had a couple of new coffee shops come in on South Main. We got another restaurant, another salon coming in, new buildings on South Main as well, and just good stuff happening.
Yes. And, if you drive through Sikeston, I always love your cobblestone streets that are downtown. It just kind of takes you back to a time when you kind of imagine what it would have been like to be having a horse clopping in front of you in a carriage, way back in the old days on those cobblestone streets. It is a very historic town.
Yeah, absolutely. And, like all small towns, we've lost some of our historic buildings, and some of them have been redeveloped and are looking real good, and we're thrilled about that. The Dayoc building is a great example. The Stalkett building is a great example of a historic building that was maybe underutilized or vacant, but still had good bones, and somebody came in and redeveloped it, and it's really contributing to the downtown and the whole community now.
Yeah, and you've got a whole industrial area going on.
Yeah, absolutely. Carlisle came in a couple of years ago on our South Industrial Park and really built a fabulous facility down there, and we are really proud of them, and hoping that that'll spur some more development in that new industrial park down there.
Yeah, and I can't imagine that it wouldn't, because it's kind of the perfect storm there, right on the interstate, close to the river. I mean, it's right where someone would want to be if they're in business.
Yeah, those are some of the factors that really helped us get Carlisle here. That was one company that when they were initially looking at locations, they didn't want to be quite so far away from St. Louis. We were actually a little further south than they were initially looking, but we had a great site for them, and the proximity to the interstates and other highways just sold them on us.
Yeah, so we have to fight to get jobs in our communities and that sort of thing, and it sounds like you're doing that along with your city council and the people who are running the city. I know DPS has been busy. As the city grows, you have growing pains.
Yeah, absolutely, and they're always trying to make sure our community stays safe, addressing any things that flare up, and they're working with our regional partners in the Highway Patrol and DEA and our other sheriff's offices and cities nearby, and doing a great job. And of course, right now they're really busy getting ready for rodeo.
Yeah, and that was my next topic. You guys are about to go to town for rodeo. I've got a lot of your chamber people, and I mean the opening of the Rodeo Museum. You've got so much coming up here in the next couple months.
Yeah, I mean this time of year is rodeo season for us. A lot of things just kind of get put on hold because everybody is focused on making sure the town is ready for rodeo. The JCs are ready. The DPS is they partner with our sheriff's offices and Highway Patrol, of course, to make sure everybody is safe, because we get a lot of visitors coming to town, and a lot of local people, really enjoy rodeo, of course, as well. And it sounds like they have sold a lot of tickets this year, so we're expecting big crowds.
Yeah, some of the nights are sold out already. And, you can't make everybody happy. Every year somebody has something to say about one of the acts or one of the other acts. It's like you have to cater to a little bit of everybody.
Yeah, and I think the JCs have been really successful in, kind of spying out those upcoming acts that we can get out here at a price that works for the rodeo, and they've hit some home runs on who they've brought. They've been really popular, fun acts.
Which night are you going?
I don't know yet. I know my kids are hoping to go to every night. I've got some older teenage kids and young adults, and they're back in town from college, and they're trying to find tickets for every night.
That's fun, because it's not just the music that you got to think about. It's the day of the rodeo. What's going to be happening there? Is there mutton busting? Is there bull riding? Is there this? Is there that? All of those things.
Yeah, I love the bullfighting. That's my favorite, probably.
I love the bulls. I do, because I grew up with a guy who rode bulls, and I'm telling you, he's nuts. He's nuts. He's had so many. His jaw's been broken. I think he's fractured every bone in his body a couple times, and they still go out there and get on those things.
Yeah, I'll have fun watching them. I don't need to participate myself.
Yeah, standing on the outside of the fence, far, far away from the front row of the bleachers. All right, so anything I didn't ask you, JD, that's going on that you want to brag about?
Exciting things. Fire Station 2, the replacement of that is, I think you're going to see construction happening in the next couple of months here. We've got the construction drawings about 65% done. We've got the financing all lined up. We own the property. So I think by fall, you're going to see that fire station starting to come out of the ground. So that's really exciting. That's the replacement of the station that is on Main Street, North Main Street. It's going to move over to the vacant lot that is between Merrick's, the old Merrick's, and Burger King. So I think that's going to be a great addition to that part of town over there, and it's going to be a great facility for our firefighters.
Everybody's always got to be happy when you hear that you're going to have another fire station, because the closer they are, the better I feel.
Yeah, and it's a great location. It's right near Main and Malone, so they can get to any part of town in a hurry. The facility's going to look really good in that neighborhood. So, really excited about that. The other thing, I wanted to talk about, we've got board and commission appointments coming up. Those will be appointed in, I guess, late August probably. So by Friday, August 8th, we want applications in from people that want to serve on our boards and commissions. We got 23 positions that are going to need to be filled. So I'd encourage people to go on Sikeston.org and look for the resource bank. That's what we call it, where people can fill out applications to serve on, Board of Adjustments, Board of Appeals, P&Z, Tax Increment Financing Board, all those sort of city advisory boards that let people start to get involved in the civic process and volunteer some time in their community.
Yeah, give back. If you want to say something, maybe get involved. I know that you also have, just like every other town, it seems, I don't want to say a crisis, but a shortage, if you will, of people applying for DPS or for even being substitute teachers or getting into education and being teachers. So you're always looking for good people there, too.
Yeah, absolutely, and we think we provide a great employment environment for people. Good mix of pay and benefits and working environment, and I think people enjoy working here. Public safety is a tough profession for people to get into, but a lot of people really love it. I mean, I have people who have been in public safety and then have left to go try something else and have come back because they just missed working in law enforcement or in the fire division so much that they came back from something else.
Well, any cop I know who has left misses it terribly, because once a cop, always a cop. Even people who drive truck now are like, man, I miss being a cop.
It's just a meaningful job to people. They feel like they're making a difference, that they're helping people, and it's certainly tough parts about the job too that people don't love. But at the end of the day, I think that service means so much to people that they do miss it if they leave, and so hopefully people can see that vision and give it a shot.
Yeah. And last but not least, it is the season of road construction, so I'm sure you've got your share of detours and things going on, and people just need to be patient.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm excited when I see road construction. Not if I'm traveling on vacation or something, but
that makes you mad.
But when I see it in town, because I know once it's done, it's gonna help the neighborhoods. It's gonna help travel. We actually have a lot of flood projects going on right now, and those tend to kind of go alongside road projects or close roads to get a pipe underneath a street or something. But I'm excited that next time it rains, hopefully it'll keep water out of the streets.
I'd appreciate water staying away from me completely. That would be awesome. All right. So J.D. Douglas is the city manager of Sikeston. You do have a city website where people can go to see all the updates on what's going on in the city, correct?
Absolutely, Sikeston.org, and if you go visit there, you should get a pop-up right off the bat that lets you sign up for our text alerts. So especially Sikeston residents, encourage them to sign up for that. You'll get notices of meetings. If there's any kind of emergency ever, we might send out an update via that method as well.
Everybody do it. JD, thank you for your time, sir.
Thank you so much.
Good to chat. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.